Commonwealth has, well, everything. It's got intense rad storms fairly regularly. Then there are the various groups of people, settlers and merchants. Heck, there's even a cult. I think the Chartreuse Leprechaun had a hand in that. I mean, how else do you explain reasonable, well, presumably reasonable people getting convinced to worship atom bombs? Then there are the ghouls, all the ghouls, and the bugs, all the bugs, and all those various other creatures that are out there that just won't leave us alone. Say, you don't suppose the leprechaun stuck some sort of device on me that subliminally notifies all these things that I'm around, do you? You can't hear it, you can't see it, you can't sense it at all. He's pretty good at sneaky schemes like that, and I'm sure we've made him mad avoiding all his schemes lately. No, surely not, right? Well, then again, we are talking about the Chartreuse Leprechaun here. I'd pull my hair out, except it's not long enough to grab hold of. The leprechaun has been a nightmare this week, too. 2 cracked teeth. Yeah, 2. And I'm sure the leprechaun cheered. Have I mentioned how much I hate the leprechaun lately? Then we had heat issues, which caused crashes, and you can bet the leprechaun cheered over that, too. But then the temperatures outside dropped substantially from 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 26 Celsius to 44 degrees Fahrenheit or 6 degrees Celsius. We cheered as we lit the fire in the fireplace. Pretty sure the leprechaun was not happy about that. Everything quit crashing. Meanwhile, in-game, the leprechaun was busy. Persuasion attempts were failing. Mirelurks were everywhere. Super mutants were everywhere. And the leprechaun just smiled and laughed and enjoyed some good whiskey. And I tried pulling my hair out again. Friends are important. Even the stupid ones. You know the ones I'm talking about. Like the military ones that fly around, shooting at things and getting shot at until they get shot down. Repeatedly. Obviously, the leprechaun has been influencing them, probably with good booze. Maybe could be with chems, though. I mean, it's the Brotherhood, so military sadly could go either way. And equally sadly, there are the soldiers that just decide to end it sometimes. Could be they found out they've been lied to. Could be they got tired of the fighting. There's all kinds of reasons. But this usually happens for bad ones. Meanwhile, there's a courser, also known as a one-man wrecking crew. Massive amounts of health and armor, uses every kind of weapon with amazing accuracy and effectiveness, and between him and the Brotherhood there are bodies everywhere, which is fine with me, as long as the body isn't mine. We already know how important friends are, even the stupid ones. But then there's that one friend. You know the one, and we all have, well, at least one of them. Cocky, determined, clearly deluded and blinded by the leprechaun, convinced they're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. You know the one. They basically think they're a courser. Massive hit points and armor, convinced they're unkillable because they're critical to the story.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
I can handle these raiders on my own.
I have no reason to doubt that, ma'am, but I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you.
Their own story, of course. You do realize they don't care about your story because, well, you're just a minor bit player in theirs. You know this, right? And all the while your stupid friends are still out there trying to get themselves killed. And with these kinds of friends, who needs enemies? Particularly enemies who are completely tricked and deceived by the leprechaun, just like that one friend is. Oh, come on, admit it. You've got one of those friends, too. This week at the Chartreuse Leprechaun, well, nothing went wrong. That's right. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. That's right. Nothing. Not one vile plot. Not one piece of trickstery. Not one of our plans got misguided. Not one thing the leprechaun planned actually happened. Nothing went wrong. Unlike last week, where everything ended so weird, with every plan for the next 3 weeks ruined, or like the last 2 weeks, where our friends, and stupid friends, messed up everything for us, or tried to anyway. No, this week, the Chartreuse Leprechaun accomplished nothing. Nothing. Zip, zilch, nada. And all he could do was just sit and drink and brood about his future and next week. Everyone has those good times, great times even, having fun with friends, enjoying a great game at the sports bar, or, well, times like last week when nothing went wrong. You know, those times when you know the leprechaun just can't bother you. And then there are the times that completely make up for all that. Times when things just get plain weird, like not seeing enemies till they walk right past you. Oh, what? How is he walking right next to me and neither one of us can see each other? Wow. I hear him. Of course, they're walking right by you without seeing you too, so neither one of us can see each other. Kind of a two-edged sword, and I can see that happening once, maybe twice, but 6 times? Oh, and it's not just ghouls. Siths apparently do it too. Now what? Oh, hi. Preston, how can you not see him? Wow, what the heck is going on that nobody can see anything around here? That's crazy. Some things just defy explanation, unless you factor in the leprechaun. Once you remember the leprechaun, everything makes sense again.